Hello and welcome to the Audacity Factor. My name is Catherine Daw. I'm your host and also the founder of our community on Patreon, the Audacity Factor Project. I encourage you to check it out. You can join for free, and there are a ton of resources in there for you, really directed at being courageous, committing to empowered choices in your life and how to do that. And, it's really something to tap into. There's so many things that are available for us right now. And maybe it's overwhelming. You don't know who to go to, you don't know where to go. Well, you know what? I encourage you to head on over to the Audacity Factor. If anything that I'm saying aligns with you or you want to know more, go there, absolutely check it out. And I would love to see you there as well. So, I was just talking a little bit about when what happens when you feel frustrated for the day? You feel wishy-washy, you're frustrated, you just have trouble focusing on what it is you need to be doing, maybe. And what I find is that delving into some things that kind of feed my soul, really. And for me, that's art. Any kind of art, creativity. Many of you may know I'm a classically trained artist, so I paint, I draw, but I also make multimedia pieces as well that I find really um, singularly focused. It's kind of like, so for me, rock climbing was my huge passion activity because it really takes a singular focus to climb. Motorcycle riding as well takes that really singular kind of focus. This is kind of, I love puzzles. So for me, the just the juxtaposition of all the pieces and what to do with the pieces, having to think a little bit ahead and really have a little bit more of a plan than I'm used to, but it forces me to focus on just doing that one thing. Now, I do work outside of the lines completely. So I go with what intuitively just kind of comes to me. You can watch a lot of videos on YouTube here that will show you a lot about these three-dimensional multimedia creations that people make. I don't have so much of a plan as I kind of go with it. Having made many mistakes in the past, I know what not to do. It's kind of like, being a classically trained artist, I know all the rules, or most of the rules anyway. So I can feel free to flex them, bend them, and even work outside of those because for me, those rules no longer apply. But, we have to discover that. Just like we have to discover in parts of our life, health wise, what works for us and what doesn't. And what may have worked previously maybe doesn't work for you now. So, what is something new that you could try that's not like some kind of extreme, like extreme sport? Sometimes we think we have to make these sweeping changes, and they are some of the most difficult to hold on to long term. So I find it kind of the piecemeal approach much easier, a level of experimentation, no different than with my art. It's experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And that can go as far as to your finances, again, your health, your relationships, your career as well. What is something that you would love to tap into? Writing. Do you like to write? Do you maybe like to sew? Are you funny? Do you enjoy commentary? My husband is an expert at all kinds of commentary. It's fantastic. And that's something that, he feeds off of TV shows and even the dogs. And I mean, it's fantastic. And I know for him, that is a huge source of him enjoying his life and me enjoying it as well because it's a lot of fun. And I encourage you too to where can you inject more fun into your life? Even if you're on some kind of a health journey, where can you present more fun to yourself? Take it not quite so seriously because we can just take things so seriously. It's a bit dramatic and maybe over dramatized too. I'm not trying to devalue or not be supportive of whatever your struggles are. However, we can definitely amplify those. We can breathe life into the continuation of the struggle as opposed to breathing life into the goal. What we really want is to not have that struggle. And is that true for you? How many of us have had the same struggle for years and years, and it's yet to be really brought to its solution? And is it something then, what's hindering you from actually wanting that to be solved? Is it you that are stopping it from being solved? Well, I encourage you to delve into any of your talents, your natural talents, any type of creativity. It could be cooking. Cooking's a fantastic one as well. Baking, I love to bake. Any of those kinds of things where you can really create something and there's something kind of tangible at the end of it. So, what is it that you can do for you today to infuse some creativity and infuse that nourishment and nurturing into your life today, this week, this month? I encourage you all to join us on the Audacity Factor Project on Patreon and discover the resources that are there for you. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. I know these are short, but I don't know, doing them every day, I have a tendency to make them shorter. All good. But subscribe, please. Like the videos. That would really help me out on the algorithm. Not that I pay attention to the algorithm at all because I don't. I'm here really just to have a chat with y'all. And if something I say helps, that's fantastic. That's why I'm here.